What's up, TikTok?
Hey, this Tammy, chaos coordinator.
I'm here with my mom. And today we're going to talk about toxic traits in relationships. So, like, what we perceive as the other person's toxic trait in relationships. So, you tell me, what do you think is my toxic trait in relationships when I date somebody? Like, what is or I guess that's what a relationship is. What is my toxic trait?
Let me think about that for a second. Because there's so many. I wanna go.
Really? You would say so?
Absolutely.
Tell me one.
You're the type of partner or soon to be ex-partner.
Wow. Wow.
Who if it's not your way, it's no one's way.
You really think that about me?
Mm-hmm. I do. I've seen you. I've watched you.
Give me an example.
Let me go back to when you were in third grade.
Let's do something realistic, Mom.
No. This is going to lead up to it all. You had a friend in third grade. And he said something about your mama you didn't like. And you wouldn't be friends with him no more. Mm-hmm. His mother called me and was pleading with me, asking me to tell you to be friends with Brian again.
Mm-hmm. Rainwater.
Yes. But I knew that there was no going back with you. You know, you're the type of person that once you're done, you're done. You know, there's no reasoning with you. There's none of that. And it's only based on how you feel.
I just think when somebody shows you how and who they are, I don't know that there's so much need to continue going down that path. So when Brian showed me he was someone who would behave in that way, or whatever the case may be, in my mind I was like, well, there's some things that you don't really come back from.
Well, I was just giving you an example. Okay, you give me an example about me.
Your toxic trait in relationships. I think you think everyone's supposed to be your, like, errand boy. And I think you think about relationships as servitude versus...
Don't do that.
I'm serious.
Don't do that.
You do think about relationships as servitude. I think you think that a man's role in your life is supposed to be to, like, do things for you and service you.
No.
Everyone should be in service to you in your relationship.
Personally, I feel like when you're when I'm in a relationship with a man, that, there's different roles we take on. And he's to be the provider, the security. His roles tend to be very masculine, whereas mine tend to be more feminine. And when I find myself absorbing the more masculine traits, I got a problem.
Can you tell me what feminine things you do in relationships? Sorry, you don't like to cook. Like these traditional stereotypes of things. You don't like cooking.
I fix up the house. When people come over, I haven't always had a house.
That's true. Okay, so yeah. I
have not. Don't
so historically, you've cleaned up things.
And you know what else? I've always cooked a lot too. It's just that once Grandma passed and you were no longer there, I no longer cooked.
Because now you like to eat first meals.
Let me tell you something. It's quicker for me and easier. And I don't like...
So you wouldn't say that you like to put people in servitude, like you men that you date in servitude to you? You just say that's their role. But isn't it kind of servitude?
No, it's not. No, it's not, Dakota. It's different. I feel like a man is... like for me, yeah, I'm supposed to take care of my man. And I expect him to take care of me. I don't think it should be one-sided. I don't think I should have to make the bread, bake the bread.
I would agree with that.
Bring it home and serve the bread.
I just feel like, yeah, okay. Well, those are our toxic traits.
No, yours is toxic, though. Anything that look damn good to him, have mercy.
What are you talking about?
Just what I said.
That's not true. You love to go with that narrative that there's so many people that I date before you ever meet them that are also attractive.
Who?
That never get past
I mean, everybody you date.
You do
You
not.
bring people here 5 o'clock in the morning and wake me up in the
true.
Yes, it is true.
That
I'm
is
upstairs in my
not
bed sleep.
true.
Why are they upstairs looking at me in my bed
That
sleep?
is literally
Leave
not
me
true. That is
alone.
somebody that you know. That is Mom. That's Lee, who you know, and he, his friend here, who we didn't know was wandering around.
No,
That is not somebody that was a romantic interest of mine at all.
Time out. Time
What?
out.
Please tell me, Starling.
No, not
What are you
Starling.
talking about?
Starling, if you're watching, I really like you.
My mom wants me to be with people who can't be financially secure. She wants me to be with people who are baby, whiner, wow, 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 woe is me. She wants me to be with any man with a sob story. Okay? They got a sob story, run it up. When I'm with stable, secure people, she just doesn't like them because
Like who?
she
Give
calls
me.
Franco was stable and secure.
Stable? Franco?
Yeah. He was.
The one who wanted to let his hair down and you... Please.
You might not have liked him, and so why you associate this is because I think that these people that end up dating for longer periods tend to have stronger personalities, and you don't like people with strong personalities because you think your personality was the strongest one.
No, it's not.
Ask anybody that knows her.
Well, of course they're going to say that.
Ask anyone. Ask your best friends that know you.
No, they're not going to say that about me.
You run rampant and tyrant on every friend group.
No, I don't.
Every sister
Dakota,
group.
that is a lie. That is
every
a lie.
sibling group. You are you are that person.
No, I'm not.
My mom's the person that will get on a plane with the volume turned up on her phone. Ding, 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 playing games. It's like I'm the center. It's like I can. It's just like your personal space. What? Me.
That's you.
No, it's not.
That is you.
Nobody who knows me would say that.
Dakota, that's not true.
Nobody who knows me would say that.
Let me tell you something.
No.
Let me tell you something. My sister and I we did something with Dakota one time. My sister and I looked at each other, we said never again.
What was it?
Because we couldn't turn on the TV. I don't like the TV. Watch your phone. No, on your phone you do TikTok, you do social media. We like the TV. We want to hear the news. We want to watch different programs.
You don't watch news on TV.
Yes, I do.
You watch Real Housewives of Dubai, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of this one.
I'm not a real No. I'm not a Real Housewives girl.
Yes, you are.
Not like Powerful.
Utah. No, you watch all of them.
No, I don't, Dakota. I like the court cases.
Anyway,
all you do is you want to watch Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
No, I watch.
Twitter.
I go down YouTube rabbit holes about politics. Literally.
What do you know about politics?
You can look at my message with my friend, my friend. You can see
which friend?
I'm not gonna say her name on. She doesn't like to be mentioned. But I was literally just sending her all this stuff about Hezbollah, what's going on in Nasrallah. I mean, they just like rabbit holes. I literally just send her stuff about this all night. So anyway,
and how does she respond?
Doesn't matter. What do you mean?
I'm just saying. What does she say?
She responds back with words.
What does she? Are you all on? Does she agree with you? Disagree with you?
Sometimes a mix of both. It's a mix of both.
You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth. In all your relationships, there was only one person. In retrospect,
Jonathan.
No.
That you liked who?
Hold on, I liked him, but he couldn't
Franco.
keep it. Never.
Timothy?
Yes.
Oh, in retrospect.
In retrospect. Intellectual. You all were compatible. You all kept each other's mind current, abreast. That's the only one. Now, Jonathan,
what?
Jonathan, he had a sweet spirit about him.
He did.
And, you know,
Until
the only
you wrecked
thing...
it.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I didn't do it. It was your Aunt Troy. She said he wouldn't wash his hands.
He did wash his hands.
Aunt Troy said he wouldn't wash his hands. We don't like dirty people.
He wasn't dirty.
Well, she said he wouldn't wash his hands. I'm here in Atlanta. She called me from New York. See, we're going to have a problem because there's no washing of the hands. I said, what you talking about, sister?
Anyway.
You know, sister didn't play that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sister think everything should be clean.
It should be.
I agree.
But he was clean.
But
he was also a great stepdad to Zazu. But I don't think that he was my person in life, so I'm glad that we had moved on from that. But like, it was a very
Jonathan's
I hope that
uncle taught us about the pow pow for the dogs.
He did. We did go over there and talk about the pow pow.
And then when you all were over there,
the sweetest family.
No, hold on, yes, he did. But when he went over there, Jonathan didn't wash his hands, and his auntie was cooking, and then Troy was like, "You need to wash them hands." You know, and Troy's big on that.
I'm gonna have to cut this part out because his family may watch our TikTok.
No. Don't cut it out. Don't cut it out. Because Aunt Troy was just commenting on making. It wasn't his family. It was him personally.
Oh, his hands.
Yeah.
Wash his. I didn't never know him not to wash his hands.
Because he wasn't looking like he should have been.
He was not.
I liked Jonathan.
He's a really sweet guy.
The sweetest thing. But since you was the one calling me, telling me that he wouldn't keep up with his blood sugar. His blood sugar was dropping. And you don't have time for that in the middle of y'all driving in Atlanta. And we know how the traffic is in Atlanta. And his blood sugar was dropping. And you was mad because his blood sugar was dropping. I'm
gonna have to block them from
No. Don't block these. I'm keeping them 100.
Listen, he had like, what is type 1 versus type 2? What's the one
Type
you're born
1,
with?
yes.
Which one? 2?
1.
He was born with it, type 1. And he just like was not responsible enough for me about his blood sugar because it would always jump all over the map. And it was scaring the heck out of me because sometimes we wake up.
I will never forget. I came to New York. Mm-hmm. And we all went out to dinner. Wasn't it Terrell? It was Terrell,
with his mom, yeah, and his sister.
His dad didn't come. And his family still was not at a place of accepting Jonathan where he was.
Well, his sister was. And his aunts were. And his cousins. Just in case they ever see this, I just want to be clear. They all were. But it was his dad and his mom that were not.
And so...
They were super Pentecostal Christians.
His mom and I had a sidebar at the table. And I'm hoping that within that sidebar, that she learned to receive and accept her son, as I did with mine, unconditionally. Now, he had another friend from New York.
Dating boyfriend?
Yeah, what was his name?
Chris.
That was Psycho, right? It wasn't Chris. Psycho Chris.
Chris was a hothead. He was about to go off at Christmas. Or what was it? Thanksgiving or something like that, right?
It was Christmas. I had came up there to cook you and all your friends and everybody dinner.
Well, I had cooked some stuff too. And so did Chris's mom. Ann,
no, she didn't.
Who I really like.
No, wait a minute.
Shout out to Ann. If Ann is out there, Ann, I like it.
Ann didn't come in there and do nothing but put her feet up on the sofa. I'm like, get your feet down. All these people in this house. Hell, get your feet down. Let people sit down. I'm not lying, Dakota. You know I'm not lying. She came in there late. And the first thing I know Dakota love her, but let me tell you something.
I really like the mom.
I'm a mother too. And I look at everything. And Ann came in there late. Not only late, as soon as Ann came in, she took off her coat and she got in the corner of the sofa and she plopped her feet up on the sofa. I was like, I know you see all these people in here. Get your feet down and let other folks sit down. Yeah, you choking because it's the truth. And I just kept looking
and
at
if you're
her.
out there.
And she didn't bring nothing to the table. Nothing.
Ann would have been a great mother-in-law.
Why? Because she catered to you?
She was very sweet. I really liked her.
She was sweet, but she didn't bring nothing to the table.
I also liked his dad. Oh, excuse me. He just didn't like his dad. At the time. Sorry, not trying.
Let me tell y'all something. Ann didn't bring a cake, a pastry.
They brought bagels and coffee.
Why? When we're having
New York
Christmas dinner.
Now
No.
It was good to. Anne was a treat. She was a sweet person.
Anne was okay. Her son was crazy.
He was crazy.
But Anne was
I'll never
okay.
forget when he was Ooh. I'll never forget when
I'll never forget when TT would sit there and balking.
No, you remember when Chris was sitting down in my bathtub talking to his mom on
I will
FaceTime?
never forget, and you called me.
He was sitting there like going crazy about me laying in my bathtub on the phone. I said, "Oh no, this has got to stop." And everybody today is always so jealous and always thinks.
Why are they so jealous? Jealous of what?
They always think that I'm like gonna cheat on them.
Wait a minute. Wait. Now let's keep it 100. Let's keep 100.
I never.
I was so happy Franco got you cheating on him. I didn't know what to do.
I did not cheat on Franco.
Yes, you did, because you were texting Robert and you had your iPad up there down there in Miami. No, in Boston. In Boston.
He was helping me.
And Franco was supposed to be helping you get everything together. You texting Robert like it's okay.
Not knowing my iPad was sitting there with Franco.
Busted.
We didn't do anything though.
Called cheaters.
What is cheating? Is that cheating? Texting somebody?
Well, it depends.
Because I didn't ever meet up with him. So I don't know if that
What at what time? Because you have.
At no time during the time that I was dating Franco did I ever meet up with Robert.
Robert, you're a loser.
I mean, yeah. He ended up being like, kind of like. He
loser.
ended up being like really crazy. But nevertheless, yeah, I don't know. All of them get so like jealous and think that I'm like.
I know, but you know who used to just really get on my nerves?
Who?
TT. TT get on my nerves so bad. TT would sit in the corner of the sofa and just gawk.
Well, because he said he always told me, he was like, "Oh, I know that what she's doing. Like, I know what she's doing. Like, I can see how she is."
She who?
You.
How? What did he say I was doing?
What exactly you were doing?
What was I doing? Why? Because I can see how manipulative he was.
And he can see how manipulative you were.
I'm his mama.
I think he could just sense that you didn't really like him.
That's what it was.
That's really what it was.
Because you know what?
And he just thought I was going to cheat on him like every single day. That was a terrible relationship in retrospect. He was like so like manipulative and emotionally controlling and abusive. It was terrible. It was my first relationship.
And I saw through it.
He was like, "Oh, we don't need different phones. We can have the same phone." I thought that was normal. I was like, my first boyfriend. I was like, "Oh yeah, sure. Let's go together. Let's go together to supermarket with one phone."
Dakota never taught me about that, because let me tell you something. Dakota's had a phone since he was 8 years old.
He wanted us to keep one singular phone.
No, and I'll never forget when Grandma had died.
Awesome. Until Grandma died, then what?
And then you were getting ready to graduate. Grandma passed first. You were getting ready to graduate.
Yeah.
Timothy flew up there to Brown.
Yeah, he was like, "I want to be there for your graduation."
And then you called me in total distress. And I was like,
because he went bananas.
Okay, that's fine. So
like, for context for people, what I mean by bananas, like, I literally was like a gym nut at the time, because I go through cycles of weight where I'm like, "Oh, I'm still going to be so obsessive." And so I was like going to the gym. Like, if I needed to go to the gym, if it was 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, I was going to the gym. And I had shorts, like a normal person who goes to the gym, and for running. And he was like, "Your shorts are so short. Why are you going to the gym? What are you going to actually go to do? What are you blah, blah?" And I was like, "I'm going to the gym."
And he tolerated it.
At the time.
And so he called me hysterical.
Why would you make fun of that? Rude.
I said, okay. I called Timothy. I told Timothy I was getting him a one-way ticket back to Atlanta. Not to my house, but to wherever he had to go. But he was getting ready to leave Brown up there in Providence with my son, because he was in the process of graduating.
And he did need to go. It was a very good decision.
And so I told him, I'm paying for your ticket. Get on the plane. He did. So anyway, Dakota graduates and all that. Dakota comes back home because it's not quite time yet for him to move into New York City. So anyway, I'm at work. Dakota hit my car. I'm at work, and I come out from work because Dakota's picking me up. And Timothy sitting up in the passenger seat. I had never in my life been so infuriated.
This is how toxic relationship cycles go.
And so anyway, I said, when I got in the car, because Timothy, like, you want to sit here?
No, that was Michelle.
Well, whoever it was, but
no,
Timothy,
that was not Timothy.
Okay, but
Honestly,
Timothy,
Timothy was not. That didn't even happen.
Timothy never moved. He never moved out the front seat.
That was Michelle.
It was her too. That's why I don't like you. But anyway,
she doesn't like me either. Damn, I have a string of trail of tears.
There's a couple of people I can name. So anyway, it's my car. I'm paying the note. So anyway, I end up getting in the back seat. I'm pissed. So when I get in the back seat, you know what I say? I said to them, I need all my money back from that ticket I bought to bring you back here away from my son. Mm-hmm. And I need it now.
Yeah.
They got on my nerves.
There were traces of your, at the time, unacceptance of my sexuality that were also coming out in that relationship with Timothy. That I don't know would have always...
Dakota, on your break first, the winter break, before you go back to...
You told me I had to pay for all the food for me and Timothy, and I ran up my credit card bill to the max.
Why should I pay for you and your man?
He was homeless.
No.
Allegedly. I know this is going to be so messy because this could get around so easily, and some people will know, oh my God. Anyway, I'm not going to go into all the details, but
don't do
allegedly.
Don't do that.
I love his...
He had a grandmother down here who loved him.
Sweet.
Auntie, family.
Sweet.
Maybe him and his mom and dad were on good terms.
Grandparents, sweet. The whole... What I'll say, just in case the mom and dad did too, from my perspective, and listen, I'm not him, and everybody has their own experience with their parents. I don't have a bad bone or blood in my body for any of them, and I always encourage him to try to seek resolution with them. I can understand at my older age why maybe not so much with the mom and dad, even though they were always nice people to me, and I love you guys. You are seem great people to me. I don't have any problem. But the grandma and just in case, the grandma and the aunt, sweet spy, all the cousins,
Anywho, like I was saying,
brother.
Are you finished?
I just want to be clear because that's
Now, mind you, TT down here in the ATL with us right now.
Stop. Getting too close. Okay, let's go to the next thing.
What is it? TT. I named him that. Didn't I? Tell the truth.
Who else is in there? There was Timothy. There was Chris. Well, the other people don't really. Those are Timothy, Chris, Franco. Timothy, Chris, and Franco. And Jonathan. Timothy, Chris, Franco, Jonathan.
Now let's talk about what's currently on your platter. They trying to seek a visa from him, a green card. I said to sis, I said, want a green card.
That's not the way that situation was presented to me.
It was, but you know what? It doesn't. He don't have the eyes to see what I see. He don't have the eyes to see what I see.
That situation.
I've been here because let me tell you something. The same thing was presented to me last week, and guess what I told them? It'll cost you $3 million. I ain't heard from him since. Yay! Now tell the truth. He didn't see it.
Well,
I've been around longer than him.
I really wish at some point, guys, it's like at some point soon, I will be able to tell you all the details of the situation.
It wasn't right.
But it's a touchy one because
it's not touchy. It's real. I told him.
Okay, this person. I met this person.
When?
Who? Let me finish my thing.
When though?
Maybe a few months ago.
Okay, and when did that? Okay.
Who it was not like obviously, usually in situations where people are looking for a green card, they're going to present on like these dating apps and stuff as like the most, let me finish.
No, they don't.
Let me finish.
No, they don't.
Let me finish. As the most.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
As the most like, because I have met a lot of guys who are like very beautiful appearing, okay? Where you would be like enamored with the way that they look, okay? This person, while attractive.
Who?
Goddamn.
Who? I heard they look like a character. Who?
I'm gonna have to block. I'm gonna have to block.
No.
Fuck. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna have to block.
No.
Like, okay,
No.
let me just finish. And so, like,
You said beautiful.
I didn't say that person was beautiful. I said that they
appear beautiful.
No, I didn't say that. I said most men who are looking for a green card will appear beautiful. Like, I've been to other countries where I meet really attractive men who are clearly just like 90 Day Fiance vibes. This person just.
That are what?
Let me finish.
That are what?
90 Day Fiance, like the show. But this guy, like, he, oh my God, has a profession. Let's call it a doctor. Okay?
No!
It's not a doctor, but I'm trying not to give too many details away. Just in case
It's not a doctor. It's not a fellow. It's not even a damn resident.
Let's just say it's like a doctor, a professional.
In school.
No, he's not in school. He's got a school. He has a degree.
In what?
A professional career. Think lawyer, doctor.
In which?
Lawyer. He's a lawyer.
Where at?
No, I'm not gonna stop. He showed up to me on dating apps as a lawyer. And so when I kind of engaged with him, and then the first date we go, and he's like, well, what would you say if I said I wasn't a lawyer?
Green card.
Well, no, I didn't know that he was not.
Green card.
I feel so bad.
I didn't
know that he was good.
Listen to me. I told him before he even said anything to me, I said, that's green card.
You can't just say because somebody is like from another country that they want a green card. Because
it
wasn't clear to me that he was not. It was not clear to me that he presented as a citizen. Okay, pause. I have to get a refill. Okay, what's up?
Like I said, green card. I knew that. When you told me that, well, first you came and you said he's a lawyer. I said, oh, okay. And then, next thing I know, he came over and he was, he was debating you. It wasn't the kind of debate that, well, anyway, he was debating you. Okay. So I said, okay, well, at least he'll go toe-to-toe with him as long as he can. So when he waited, next time we talked, you was telling me something about him and his whole family are here now, and that he's looking at getting married. I said,
That's not what I told you next.
What did you tell me next then?
Well, because he's never said to me, let's get married. That's never happened.
That man's out there and told your uncle, he told me, your aunt, everybody, that for him and his whole family's tennis stakes, he had to be married.
It's over there? No, that's just the candles flickering. Oh, okay.
Did he not say that?
I wasn't out there. I don't
Dakota, know. So what, your uncle lies?
Oh, I believe him.
I know you do.
He didn't tell me those exact words either. But yeah, I did. Listen, I take the point.
Green card.
Oh my God, my dog is going
Stop. Green card. Let me tell you something. I've been here twice as long as you have. And when you start running into immigrants and people who are here on a temporary visa and things of
it didn't come to my attention that it was anything about temporary visas. That wasn't something that instantly came up. And also it's not apparent that it would just be a temporary visa.
Why did you think not?
Well, because he was authorized to work. He works at a company that checks authorization.
How long was he given to be here to work?
When you first meet somebody, you don't know all that. I still don't really know all the details.
I think what you told me was that, he went to school, but here in the United States.
He went to school. You can come into the camera. He went to school here in the United States.
Okay.
Give me 5 seconds to let Zanzu down. 1 second. Anyway.
It wasn't so much that, okay, so what we were talking about was that, was he a lawyer here? And
he still seems to be one.
No, he does not. No, he doesn't. Ask him what his license number is. Ask him if he sat for the bar. No, and no. And the reason why I tell you that is because we had a conversation, and something about that said that, he wasn't being recognized in the United States, and I was like, that sounds like green card material right there.
I think what it draws the question of is this. This is what I'll say. And I think it's like a fair way to describe it. I think it draws the question of, what is the boundary between you meet somebody and you actually fall in love with them and you really care about them and they have an immigration issue versus they're plotting and scheming for immigration issues? That's what I think is like a little bit the question here. Let's say that is the case. Let's say that he does ultimately need to be married in order to be able to get a green card.
He does.
Let's say that's all the case. Is there a scenario or a path where somebody needs a green card to stay here, but they're not doing something with a malicious intent? Like they just want to be with somebody. For example, I won't go into, please don't drill into this too much because I cannot reveal this person. But I know a person who was already here legally and everything, but was having some issues and didn't need a green card. Ended up doing that. I just said who it was off camera. But and they love this person they're with. And we know that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what is that line is kind of my question. If I met a guy, I'll go as far as to say, let's say I met a guy overseas. Let's say I was in Dubai and met a guy. Let's claim that, okay? If I was in Dubai and met a guy who was there, if under natural circumstances of just dating, which is not realistic because the guy's in Dubai, but theoretically, let's say the guy was on exchange in the U.S. for 5 years or something, and I could organically date that person, I could be okay with the concept of marrying that person. I'm done.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. He hasn't lived as long as I've lived. He has not.
Anyway. Maybe I'm crazy. But anyway,
No, it's not crazy, it's just inexperienced.
Maybe. I'm open to the concept.
Naive.
But I'm not, I don't feel like people go seek me out like, ooh, this guy's great to get a green card.
That's my job. That's my job. I'm not thinking about him.
Oh my God.
Nothing about life for real. He had what, 1?
4 boyfriends.
Who?
4. I dated the first one, Timothy, for like a year and a half or 2. And I dated, who was the next? Chris, for like 7 months before I realized he was crazy. Then I dated Jonathan for like a year and a half or so as well, maybe 2 years. And then I dated Franco for like 7, 8 months.
Okay, so let's define what we really call a relationship.
I say that we define ourselves like we are acknowledging that this is my boyfriend.
Okay, but is it after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It varies
7
like hell
months,
with all of them.
2 years? What?
No, I think it varies with all of them. I think like it's at the point where you say, "Hey, this is my boyfriend." Both of y'all, to your families, to your friends. When y'all say, "This is my boyfriend," that means y'all dating. You're in a relationship.
I disagree.
Really? When do you think you're in a relationship?
After a couple of years.
Okay.
I wouldn't say after 7 months I'm in a relationship. I wouldn't say after a year and a half.
So you just don't stop seeing other people until you just sent a few years in, you said?
Well, unless a pandemic comes along.
I'm not associated myself with this. We're different. I don't want this to deter my future husband from me.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I believe that I have a 3-month rule. After 3 months, I'm kind of like, we need to say that we're committing to being exclusively dating or not.
No. I disagree.
If you don't know you want to date somebody after 3 months, then I don't know what else.
No, it's not about dating someone becoming exclusive. It's about, okay, do we continue to get to know one another?
Yeah, after 3 months, you should know that if you want to be doing that with one person exclusively. Zazu.
He talking to Zazu.